Oi oi, lucky people. Welcome, let's get Gameware, welcome back to Wizardry 8. Since last time I haven't gone anywhere, I just camped and buffed and stuff. Left the game AFK for a little while. But yeah. Alright, timer's back set up again. Let's see if I remember to do this for the next few parts at least. Alright, and that's 40 minutes beginning. Let's move. I'm going to assume that you've watched all the previous parts up to this point, so there's no need to explain what I'm doing. It's a very angry looking.
Location: sea caves. Hostile presence undetected. Life forms.
Really? Because I can see him.
Data.
Oh, 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 oh.
It looks like you got the cave.
Look what I can do.
But this
Yay!
is not IUF territory. Mount Geiger says that way. I need to get back there now. What the hell? I can't believe I got another team like this.
Either that's a clever joke, meaning that most people don't bother doing what he wants them to do until, you know, they have to. Or he's referencing the team that got killed by Nessie, in which case they were useless, mate.
Look over there.
You bought a bunch of tanks, from what I can work out, a bunch of fighter classes, to fight a ranged monster.
I sense movement.
I'm going to take the flashlight. Oh, long metal tube. Look like a flashlight. I'm assuming that's in the cave. Hello. I see, so you guys found me. Oh, we can use fire on that again, so, we're gonna. Yeah, I do want to try the new moves as well. Alright, first things first.
Right then.
Let's just prepare ourselves. Yeah, we're not going to need all three of them. Ranger can use his turn to debuff. Or dot, I don't know what you want to call it. I prefer the term dot. Debuff sounds like we're removing buffs as well.
Okay.
Hey, TB, use Raz and Drums. Hey! I feel good. Being able to use half my spells again feels really nice. It's blessing this first round, please.
Gotcha.
Samurai, well, we learned Ice Ball, didn't we? Let's use it. After all that time I spent training, we might as well use the bloody thing. I know I entered combat, so a lot of them enemies aren't going to hit everyone, which is why I didn't use the big ones. Alright, well, we've got two giant wind elementals. What's their strength? Water. So I used Ice Ball on the things that are strong against water, but never mind. Rhythmox it is. Let's go with an orange one. If it fails, it fails.
It shall be so.
If it backfires, it backfires. It's not going to kill anyone at this point, so. Would like these to gank up? No, group up. But I will just.
Okay.
I will wait for them rather than getting impatient. Firestorm, which has jumped a massive amount in the usability.
Right then.
It doesn't seem so much anymore using the spells levels them up as much as actually leveling up does. But that was bound to happen eventually, because you do get points for doing things, not enough.
Very well.
Well, I can use my fire spells now, so of course I'm going to spam spire spells. Spire? Yeah, we're going to spam spire spells, because I'm going to summon loads of big black towers. That's what I think when I think the word spire. Not sure from what.
Taken care of.
No, I am actually sure from what. Damn, what was that game called? You got to play as a dragon. Well, you got to be a. It's an RPG, but you can't. The main character learns the ability to turn into a dragon, which, you know, is really helpful in an open world RPG, because something you can fly and stuff. Was it Divinity? Divinity 2? Might have been. It was a game that I bought on Xbox Live because it looked good. Turns out it was quite good. And I think I got it for like 15 quid or something.
Okay.
But I literally bought it because it looked like a good game, not because I'd ever heard of it or played it. It's not often you should do that. Always do your research before you buy a game.
Taken care of.
Generally speaking, it's a lot of money to waste. I suppose that's an argument for piracy. I just want to see what the range is on the nuclear blast. So I'm going to use it to find out. And we do still need to level this, so let's use these for now.
Very well.
Nice to have the fire back, but we still need to level the alchemy up.
It shall be so.
Well, Obviously the elementals can pretty much deal with this, but damn, they take a lot of damage from the dots. I don't know exactly how much it was because a lot of things appeared, but for a move you only have to use once. It's enough damage per turn. Yeah, sure, use it. I didn't actually get to see the range of that because, you know, I'm an idiot. It doesn't say whether it hits them or not, so I'm guessing not. Right, well, Tinkton, we have fire. Use it. That's not the best placement for that spell at all. Especially trying to hit the targets would be good. Okay, so now far enough apart that that's not going to work. So we'll put it there, and we'll hope the ones at the back close the gap a bit.
Very well.
What's up, boys? Because we've got haste. Damn, I missed my fire spells. This is what happens when you spend much of the game building towards fire. You can more or less, although fire is like the earlier ones you get. You know, in the game you can choose Frost or Spark, or whatever that fucking move's called. Spark's a different game, isn't it? Energy Blast. Still don't work out what that game was. It's like 115 punch from the elemental there. Although we know they're badass because with their help I managed to kill someone that was a clear 8 levels higher than my highest party member. So don't run away.
It shall be so.
Alright, well. Okay. So he didn't even use Chaos Drums, he's just running away because he's a coward. That's fine, you can run away if you want, I'm not going to chase you. Oh, my elemental caught him. There we go. Sweet.
Our will prevails.
Yeah, that's 40k. Can't argue with that. Oh, god damn it. The sun's just come back out, so now I've got a big... From there to about there, I've now got a big light smear on my TV. Which makes it, yeah, no more difficult to play the game, but it makes it harder to see things. And the last time I had this problem properly was
Ready.
on Secret Dungeon when I kept running into traps. You could argue that was either the game deliberately screwing me on the traps, you know, 'cause that's what dungeons and that do. Should I come straight in here or should I explore the area surrounding the mines first? I should probably run around the outside and explore the area first, shouldn't I? Okay. Just came in there, the one enemy's there a second ago. Wait, I can't remember what's in the surrounding areas, that's my problem. I know there's stuff there, but what? Oh, we're already in the cave, so let's do the cave. Clue. What crabs? I was training on these before I even did Nessie, so should not be a problem.
Right then.
Also, definitely don't need a full strength firestorm, but I figured that looks like a dead end our camp. It'll be fine.
Taken care of. Most
I'm thinking more along the lines of because I'm in a cave, I probably can't summon the elementals. Well, not full strength. Probably summon smaller versions.
Very well.
And don't quote me on this, but I think the water caves are like the hardest part of the game. Like any bloody game with a water dungeon based thing, innit? Yeah, this is looking at you, Zelda. Not sure how efficient that'd be as an actual tactic, dropping a big rock on a crab. Yeah, they got hard shells. Probably not hard enough that they could take a massive rock, so.
it shall be so.
Good for a full strength one. Or as close to it as I can risk. I don't mind if it's backfire, they're weak enough that they're not going to do any serious damage, so.
Most
Well, I was going to walk closer, but you're going to be dead from range attack, so I might as well stay here. I might be able to get line of sight on that one again. Hey, here we go. Well done, Saber. You finished the move and killed someone with it. Yeah? You sure? Don't want to enter the combat again? Okay. Alright. Look at these treasury rooms full of shit. Magic nectars. Book of sanity. This obviously gives you sane mind, which I haven't learned with some people, so someone can learn that. Another anchor dexterity, or anchor dexterity. However you want to pronounce that. Some more arrows, which is handy because I never equipped them. A hook and line. Is that a gadget item, or is that a... No, that's some other purpose or not? I don't remember. I'm encountering items, I don't remember what to do with them. Same as that coral. Do they appear next to each other in the inventory? I really don't remember. Can we combine them? It feels like we could combine them. Let's try and combine them. No. I don't remember. Ah well. Give me a shout in the comments if you know what that stuff's for. Because I do not remember right now.
Oh, it's booby trap.
Yeah, well, we're not spamming
Yes?
stuff because, yeah, I know we just said we're going to rest. But we don't really need to, do we? Sure, we've used fire magic, but until recently. Start to summon that bit while we find whatever trap this is. That was a ruin of death. Well, that's good job we didn't mess this one up because it can wipe your entire party out. It's unlikely it'll wipe your entire party out, you know. Odds wise, for it to kill all 8 people is not good. But it can happen. And with my luck, it probably will. The best chance I get with odds is like a minute ago when Saber manages to pull off a really unlikely spell.
This will be a beautiful...
Yeah.
Instruction confirmed.
Did I use Chaos Drone? Oh. I didn't mean to. Apparently I feared him, so I must have. Oh well, mind you saying that, I think someone's got... I think Barry's got fear bolts, so it could be that. Oh, it feels nice to be able to walk up to things and punch them and use haste and stuff. I don't even need the haste, but I'm going to use it. Just because I can. Probably going to leave him on like 2 health at TV, could have finished. No, because LF's got another turn up. Awesome. Seriously, the light's getting brighter, it's getting harder to see. Right, and that looks like a circle. That looped me back on myself? Yes, yes it did. So that path up there, which I'm guessing we got this little ramp here for, and this area down here, which looks like a dead end, but we should scout just to be safe. Like the plate leggings +2 I found. Some things are extremely useful but aren't obvious. I need to walk straight past them for fuck's sake. Right, well, that's not the path. Right, I need to find the, it's going to be a hole or a path or something in there. No, I'm probably overlooking it completely. Is that it there? Or is that just the roundabout bit I just walked round? Looks like the roundabout bit I just walked round. Okay. Oh, well, I probably missed something really obvious, but I've got other exploring to do, so I'll come back if I need to. Could just be a different route and there's like a hole or something that drops you down here. That's how this game likes to play. I don't know, but I can't work out how to get up the other path right now, so that's the treasure room. Let's go explore the rest of the area. We'll work that bit out shortly. If there is a way to work it out and it's not just a different route, of course. It's a big old cave though for there to be technically nothing in there, so I'm sure there probably is a different route in there. We shall find out. Either this part or next, we will find out. It wasn't a crab. It was a rock crab.
Ready.
Reapply detect secrets. I'm assuming that's the one that's run out. I don't even look at my buffs, I just assume that's the one that's run out. And then we would just...
Something creeping around. This slot is no match for me.
Nope. Shouldn't be. Let's use... yeah, let's try asphyxiation.
Right then.
Can't use a very good rank of it, but let's try it anyway. What was the wrong move here? Okay, let's whip rocks, because I still want to level that up. I'm assuming they'll be in range. TB, rails and drums. Ranger's got no arrows, because I keep forgetting to equip them. Toxic Cloud.
Okay.
Remember to self, equip the arrows as soon as this fight's over. Could do it now, but waste a turn. It's not really a need. Yeah, let's bless just for the increased efficiency. It may seem like a small increasement, but it's totally worth your time. Yeah, your spell's a bit crap, but we'll use Fireball anyway. It's the only way we're going to level you up, Saber. I don't think asphyxiation did anything. We'll try it once more.
Very well.
I didn't actually see. And then we will use Jerko's Horn. Thank you, Ranger. Remember when these crabs were causing me so much trouble? I'm glad I took that time to take a rest, or this would be a pain. Take a rest? No, I'm glad I took that time to stop and train in between parts. And I watched back the end of part, was it 35, and the beginning of part 36. I wanted to say 25 for some reason. And there's definitely a big increasement in my strength. I go from not being able to kill crabs to being able to kill massive groups of them without any real issue. Concussion is a single target, isn't it? Let's use concussion.
Right then.
Someone can now attack again. We should probably let him. Does do a lot of damage melee. Same as the monk. Really, you don't want to take away their attacks. And the ranger. They're all pretty useful as just auto attack players. Alright, well, we're going to Dulcimer just to cover any damage you guys do this turn. Apparently you guys ain't got Acid Bomb on, because I haven't cast it yet. Fair enough. Because we get so many attacks with haste on, I assume we've been more than one round. I got them anyway. Didn't do a great deal, but let's use it again. Has got a good old Spectrum on the right. Spectrum? No. It's got a good old range on it for damage wise. Let's use another Dulcimer. Ideally want to exit the battle on full health so we can just carry on moving. So. All Dulcimer just to keep them topped up. We will Whirlwind once, because you know, skills. I'm tempted to throw a Firestorm out as well, just to put that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just to put that last debuff that I've got on him. Probably. See, Nuclear Blast would be useful now, but I used it earlier to see how big the range was. So yeah, that looks good. 4 debuffs. 5 on him. I could put that up some more and use Insanity and stuff as well, but that feels good. Knowing that even if I don't hit the enemies, they're all going to lose about 30 plus health around. Probably more than that, depending on the ranks and stuff. See, Firestorm's only a rank 1, so it's not going to be as good as it should be. Yeah, asphyxiation. Yep.
Back to normal again.
Very well.
Unaffected, but it still died, so. Did you go get mates, or just gonna go hide with your friends, eh? So the cure crabs are only. If I see any crabs I need to worry about, it's going to be the cure crabs, or whatever their name is. That sounds like the default name for a cure spell in any JRPG. I don't like the term JRPG. I get it that it specifically states toward, you know, your more fantasy roleplay RPGs, and I'm using the keyboard and I can't cancel that. Well, that was a waste of half of the move. Oh well. Yeah, I don't like the term JRPG because, you know, JRPG's got everything from Racketeer, or the Setter, depending on how you want to spell that, pronounce that, and Pokemon to Final Fantasy and stuff on it. And that's a very wide spectrum of games. I think they should just be called RPGs, whether they come from the Japan, whether they have every Asian, yeah, I suppose it's Asian, influence on it, or come from Japan themselves, or made in America. They should all just be qualified as RPGs. There's plenty of reasons you could argue like World of Warcraft's a JRPG. Definitely not. But you could argue, hello boys. So, you know, they weren't happy with the fact that I just killed a group of them. His mate went off and got the rest of them. When he got his teachers. Or, you know, something more relevant to me who's nearly 30. So maybe not his teachers. When he got his boys, his brothers. Whatever. Whatever he got is not going to help him here. I'm going to summon some elementals. Not that I need them, but, you know. It'll save me a bit of mana usage over time. We're going to hit one whirlwind. Skill reasons. And queue up the next spells quickly. Fixation just doesn't seem to be my friend at the minute, so let's not use that. There is obviously a more useful time to use it. Ideally when it's stronger and actually has the instant kill effect. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. I'm pretty sure it just literally suffocates enemies and they die instantly. I thought that was actually the other one. The water spell he hasn't bought, which I think is called Asphyxiate or Dehydrate or something. Yeah, Dehydrate I believe. I thought it was that one that did that. But apparently it's this one. Is Whirlwind an alchemy? No, it's not, is it? I checked that before. Yeah, sure. Didn't use your spell this time, so we'll throw you one out. See, it feels like a waste using a spell of him since he can fight a lot faster with just his melee, but I do want to level him up a little bit, so. What have I got on my front line? Oh right, Saber, the fighter and the monk. I was just thinking about putting Valkyrie up on the front line, but she's got an extended weapon, so on the side she can still hit people directly in front of us, like they're in melee range. If you can be hit with a sword or a dagger, you can be hit by the pole arm from the side. And that's all he's dead, I ain't got to do nothing else. I haven't even looked at the health, but that should be all of them dead, so. I'll take a second to drink some of that coffee. And I said I wouldn't have to do anything else, and I don't technically have to do this, I am, because I can. Someone's clearly run out of throwing stuff, and I haven't got his sling and that equipped anymore, so it's not going to do anything this turn. Oh, and you guys are basically dead. Oh, you guys have got slightly more health because you've been out of the area for the whipping box and stuff. But yeah, punch from the air element and they're all dead anyway. Oh, we might as well whack up another good spell there for the extra AoE. See how much faster I choose stuff when I'm not half asleep. My apologies for like the last, what would have been about 6 parts I think, because I got loads filmed yesterday and the day before. If it weren't for the long processing time, they'd be up to date on the videos, but I get that, you know, YouTube's a free service. I'm not making them any money at the moment. Well, not unless you've encountered any ads, because I haven't turned any on. Monetization and stuff's obviously not on. So I'm not making them any money. And fair enough, I could upload these videos in full record quality, which would be about 1 gig a minute. Very slightly, depending on what you're doing and obviously what you're capturing. But it's about 1 gig a minute in file size. And then I can press it down to a file that's about 1 gig for an hour-ish. Bit over 1 gig. About 1.2. Convert it and compress it. And and then I upload it. So YouTube's got at least, say, 100 gigs worth of my stuff on there, and so far it hasn't cost me anything. Although I could probably get myself, not a cloud, but something to that degree, so I can upload when my video, when... Let me scratch that and make that clearer, because I started to ramble. Essentially I could upload stuff without my internet being connected, or my computer being on, if I had like a secondary server. Essentially a server tower to do that stuff for me, but obviously via the cloud, because I'm not... Although I could, you know, I'm building an entire new PC, so I could just leave this one running in the background as a server if I wanted to. Something that just converts and all the good stuff. I know there's plenty of caves here, but I've decided I'm exploring the beach first, so that's what we're doing. I like the beach because I can use my mana. I have a bloody hammer. Given me a lot of hammers recently. Unfortunately, hammers and axes are not very good.
Creature over here.
Although I don't remember, and it's a mod, so it could be different now anyway. It's not part of the original canon for the game.
Right then.
But yeah, well that's the crab that ran off earlier then, because he's on his own. The other ones were in a group. What was I saying? Not canon for the game. Mods. Hang on, just backtracking in my head. Oh yeah, the hammers and stuff. I am aware in the mods they make things that, some of the mods anyway, depending on whose mod you're using. There are slight adjustments to them to make them actually, you know, you could argue that's, you know, changing the program file in the game is technically cheating, but if you're using mods, then maybe you should stop complaining. When I use mods, I try and use mods that don't make the game any easier, with the exception of Don't Starve. The mods I use in Don't Starve are to mostly UI mods in all fairness, and one equipment mod, so your backpack and your armor don't take the same slot up, because that seems really weird. They do, in all fairness, make the game easier, but you could argue only easier because it's more informative. I can see information without having to study it. And most games would have that sort of UI in its default. Those Starve might not have it because it's either an indie game, or because they deliberately wanted to make the game that little bit more challenging. Either way, I'm cool with it, but the mods for this game do add... Well, the main one I used last time added a lot of modern weapons to the game. You saw them all the time. Whereas, you know, so far our entire experience of modern weapons are the Omni guns that Gadgeteers start with, muskets and blunderbusses. I think that's about... Oh, and the zip gun. I think that's it. I literally think that's all the modern weapons we've encountered. Oh, and gadgets, obviously, but I'm not going to count them as modern weapons. Piercing pipes, why not? Don't use it very often anymore because it's just not very strong. It's kept the same 15-ish damage all the way through the game. Although, you know, I'm working on increasing that. Unfortunately, Artifacts probably doesn't do anything for the skill, because instruments and that are governed by their own skills. But I'm hoping on the very least it does count as a magical item. It might do something.
It shall be so.
Whatever, just cast a spell. Just want to AoE these down as much as we can. Lewis, might want to Toxic Cloud. Probably not even worth casting it, but I forgot to equip his arrows, so we're going to cast it. Yeah, so it did like 9 to 14 damage. Piercing pipes. Really not very good anymore. Although, of course, it is a spell that only uses stamina, so I can't remember what the other instruments are, because, as I said, I've played with mods before and it adds stuff to the game, so I don't remember what I've still got to come and what's, you know, not in the game at all. Yeah, why not? All the debuffs. Rocks. It's time to level your alchemy up a bit, love. Just because I want to learn the other spells. She doesn't need to level up, because she doesn't need to learn the other spells. In all fairness. Well, Ring of Fire would make sense if they weren't really close. So Firebomb. If you're going to play with fear and stuff, I'm sure I've said it before, but if you're going to play with fears and stuff like that, and you've got like a heavy psionic person, then fire rings and other things like that, things that affect people when they get close, are really good. That Firestorm's animation is a bit too long. I don't like it because it cuts my frame rate in half while it's on. Nothing I can do about that, it's just the animation. It's a buggy animation. The game was by no means finished, it was rushed for the last like 30%, wasn't it? I would like an extended edition mod or something. I know it's a bit late to be asking modders, but I would like an extended edition sounds a bit vague. But if you play games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic or Baldur's Gate and stuff, they added some content that was originally stripped from the game because of time restrictions or budget restrictions or whatever. And modders have been nice enough to either find the content in the program files and add it, you know, a bit of mod to make it work better, or create their own content that should, you know, they feel should have been there. Either way, I'm happy with that because there's extra content. Because I'm going to run out to that. It looks like it's too deep and I can't, but it looked well like there's going to be an item or something on that island, doesn't it? Just the fact that it's just right there.
Whoa,
I see something.
Whoa, I see something.
Well, we got them wooden planks, so, you know. I'm generally getting confused by some of these items I'm picking up now. I don't remember what a lot of them do. I know that this is definitely like end game now, and generally speaking, once you get towards the end game, the game just starts to fly by because you're a lot more powerful and stuff. What's up? QR crab. Is that Q rare crab or QR crab? I'm gonna go with QR. That sounds like you could hit a single target for quite a lot of health. I'm gonna change to Curara or Curaga. Yeah, we don't really have enough mana, but yeah, sure. Lightning, whatever.
Very well.
Don't really have any decent single target fire spells, so we'll use an AoE. Yeah. See, everyone's in that sort of. We do want to use one spell, so there you go. Everyone's in that sort of moment where they're all just running out of the good mana now. For single targets, I don't really have anything useful. So I do it every time. Crush. Because I forgot to equip arrows. Again. I wonder if I can make it all the way through this part without equipping arrows. How long's left on the timer? I don't know, because it's gone to sleep. I have to wake my phone up to have a look. And that's wasting time on the timer, so that's not. Alright, well now I'll go in combat. I'll have a look. 3 damage. Right, 7.5 minutes left on the timer. So yeah, I probably could. I'm not gonna now, because obviously it's been like 3 battles where I've been fussing over it. I should really just do it. So unaffected, so that's got some sort of stats effects on that as well. Oh yeah, it might knock him unconscious. Oh well. So I was complaining about a lot of weapons. In all fairness, the Omni Gun, if you level up the engineering and the range skill and stuff, gets really good. I did quite a lot of damage last time. Why did I do 0 that time? Alright, well, these crabs with their slightly extended range is irritating. Because it means I've got to close the gap, or I just stand there and use ranged weapons, which is probably why I've run out of ranged weapons in the first place. Alright, Ranger. Not change your equipment, switch that back. Right, organise. Which I'd completely forgot about at the beginning of the game, I'm glad I remembered. Alright, we're going to give you a bundle of normal hours, which is secondary. So when they run out, whenever whatever I'm about to give you runs out, these strike arrows, you can use the other ones. I would like to put them in his inventory, but he's already encumbered, so we won't. TB, you have no arrows either, just take these normal ones for now, please. You're about to run out as well. Take these, take the normal coils, we'll keep the fear bolts there for later. I'll put them in the inventory, because that way they automatically get sorted into piles when I pick that. Anyone else dangerously low for ammunition? You're good, you're good. You've run out, sort of. I could change these oxygen tanks, but I don't know. I can't remember if I need them again, so I'll just leave them like that for now. I know you could argue I could just leave these in the inventory as well, but I don't want to accidentally spam sell them, so I'm not going to. Alright, for now, equip this wrist rocket, and just a stack of normal bullet stones will be fine. Yeah, it encumbers you, sure. But yeah, training purposes. It just gives him something to... It's the same skill, thrown and sling. Hence the words thrown and sling. But it gives him something to... good job I checked. So he only had one shot left in that musket. And for some reason... Oh, in this blunderbuss. For some reason, with the musket, when you run out of ammo and you've got nothing to reload it with, he won't reload and he just run out of bullets. Which is obviously extremely irritating. Everyone's slightly encumbered, but that's more deliberate this time, so I don't mind. Seriously, who's got that really... Oh, it's you. You got some pants-ass gloves and stuff, love. In fact, you can get much better than that. But yeah, alright. Let's carry on. Because, you know, there's only a few minutes left of the video. Well, of course there's something beyond the waterfall. There's always something beyond the waterfall. Well, that's a monk, innit?
Ready.
What was your normal one? Just robes? Robes plus one has got to be a better choice then, isn't it? There you go. Strange, really, because he's an android. I bet there's something on the other side of that waterfall. If you can get around there in any way. Right, well, this part's about to end, so what we should do is back up here, like so.
Listening.
Use the mana to heal. Maybe get a free skill point. Sweet. Carry on, maybe we'll get another skill point. It's not as likely after the first one, but you never know. Then I suppose we rest. No one's got any debuffs on them. Yep, we will level TB up and then we'll camp. And then we'll say run, rebuff, save, and see you next time. Alright, TB, we want... yeah, vitality. Strength increase your... And, sensors. I know I check every time, but it feels like your sensors should increase your ability to play instruments. Okay, the sensors such as initiative, sight of monsters, finding hidden items or secrets, scouting, mythology, psionics, and artifacts. Sensors also affect some combat skills such as close combat, critical strike, and dual weapons. So no, in other words, not according to that description, it doesn't help in any way. Party increases your spell points and your overall stamina. Stamina would be useful, but strength increases stamina, vitality increases stamina. So speed might even increase it. Let's have a look. No, speed don't. I had to check though, didn't I? If I switched him off to a mage, or you know, some other class, which like so, he would get spell points. I don't remember exactly how cost specking works in this, but I think he can't use any instruments once they spec out. Maybe he can. I don't remember. I should probably wiki it, or you know, go to a useful site. Not that wiki's not useful, and I'm sure plenty of people find it perfect for what they need it for. Why am I defending myself? Feel free to hate, I don't care. We're gonna get ranged just because that's the thing we can do. Alright, we're gonna back up, we're gonna camp, and if we don't get in a fight we're gonna rebuff. Need a full night's camp now. It's a shame because earlier in the game you could cancel it after like 2 seconds and be fully healed. Alright, we're going to fully rebuff using the mage, I reckon. Well, best we can. Ideally, because I usually use the same person every time, and that's obviously become bishop because she's got all the buffs, more or less. I think she's missing one. But that means that she's the only one who gets spell point benefits, so I'm going to use the mage for the next couple of times if I remember. And then I should probably teach the hybrids, the samurai, ranger and that, and the Valkyrie, the buffs so I can use theirs, although they won't last as long and I'll have to rebuff more often. It's 3 points, so it balances out.
Ready.
Right. We just did both of them. At least I think we did both of them. Magic screen. Not really. Chameleon. And armor plate? I think that's all of them. Yeah. And we've got some crabs now coming around the corner. Well, I'm going to kill them in between parts because, you know, they're what crabs, you don't need to see it. Alright, stay lucky everyone, and I'll see you all next time.